Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the beautiful fans listened for Carter Walton to explain an intricate takeover to Hope Logan. But all the intrigue quickly drained after the scene when he told her what it entails. Fans of this CBS soap learned this top fashion house falls under new leadership when Carter signs a document. But this means he is making a sneaky move against the Forresters, and Hope urges him to do so. So does B&B want fans to believe Hope and Carter can, and likely will, take over Forrester Creations? And all it takes is Ridge Forrester and Steffi Forrester signing this document, while oblivious to what it says. So far it sounds that way, but you can only assume there's more to this than meets the eye. Bold and the Beautiful takes Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor loyalty, and puts it out to pasture as he signs the LLC papers for FC. With his devious-sounding accomplice, Hope Logan, Annika Noel, egging him on, fans have mixed feelings about this new storyline emerging. Carter talked a good game, but then he suddenly paused to ponder what this would do to Ridge Forrester, Forston K. That's when Hope stepped in to entice him. So, with her fury for Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Messinswood, likely driving her bus, she built Carter up as the man who has silently run the company all these years. But she reminds him how little recognition he's received in return, just like the Logans. It looks like Hope Logan found the weapon to defeat Steffi Forrester at her own game. And that happens to be a revved-up Carter Walton, whose pen is mightier than the Forrester family's sword. The way Carter Walton barks orders in next week's Bold and the Beautiful previews, it looks like he's in charge. Steffi tells Carter that Hope is a B*****, but the clip is too fleeting to know its exact context. But you get the feel for what is going on, and it is likely safe to say that it is not good. Next, it looks like sides form. Still, this plot sounds so lame to the Bold and the Beautiful fans. All Carter Walton has to do to take over control of a huge fashion house is swipe a piece of paper with a pen. Bold and the Beautiful has Carter already barking orders next week via the preview. Hope Logan pushes Carter Walton to sign the papers for this FC takeover. But instead B&B fans suggest if she cares about him like she says she does, she should warn him against this possible career-destroying move. So needless to say, tempers will likely be at an all-time high at Forrester Creations and chaos will probably follow. But Bold and the Beautiful fans find it hard to imagine that all Carter needs is his signature, along with the signature of two oblivious co-CEOs. Although, you might think this would be impossible to do in the real world. But that's not the case. The video above explains how this can happen in the corporate workplace. So while it may seem like a soap opera taking liberties with reality, it's not all that far-fetched. That said, it looks like B&B might be headed in that direction. Carter Walton was putting his John Hancock on the document with the support of Hope Logan, as Cliffhanger Friday rolled to a close on the CBS soap. Hope Logan had always been known as the beacon of light in a world where deception and betrayal reigned supreme. But after years of heartbreak, from Liam's waffling to Thomas's obsessive tendencies, she had had enough. She needed something different, someone steady, trustworthy, and most of all, someone who wouldn't treat her like a second choice. Enter Carter Walton, the man with the golden heart and the worst luck in love. Hope had been drowning in legal paperwork after taking over a more significant leadership role at Forrester Creations. Steffi and Ridge trusted her vision, and she was determined not to let them down. But with Thomas gone, finally seeking the therapy he truly needed, she found herself without a designer and buried under logistics she had no clue how to handle. That's when Carter stepped in. Carter was a man who had always been relegated to the sidelines of other people's love stories. He was the efficient, the fixer, the one everyone confided in, but never the leading man. When Hope mentioned she was struggling to manage legal affairs, Carter offered to help. After all, contracts were his forte. One evening, Hope sat in her office, the dim light of her desk lamp casting a golden glow on stacks of unsigned contracts. She groaned, pressing her fingers into her temples, when Carter knocked and entered, his signature warmth radiating from him. "You look like you could use a break," he said, placing a cup of coffee in front of her. Carter picked up a pen from her desk, twirling it between his fingers. Sometimes, all it takes is one signature to change everything. Hope gave him a tired smile. If only fixing my life was as easy as signing a contract. He leaned forward. What if we wrote our own contract? Something that sets new rules for our lives, professionally and personally. Exactly. No more settling. No more waiting for people who don't deserve us. Hope stared at him, something stirring in her chest. He wasn't just talking about work. He was offering her something else, something real. With that pen, they drafted a new beginning. Hope and Carter agreed to a professional alliance, a mutual pact to ensure their worth was never overlooked again. But the more time they spent together, the more that simple pen and paper agreement became something else, a silent promise. As Carter worked tirelessly alongside her, Hope noticed things she hadn't before. The way he listened, truly listened. The way he always had her back without expecting anything in return. The way his laughter filled the room like warmth on a cold day. And Carter? He saw Hope for the first time, not just as Brooke Logan's daughter or another heartbroken woman, but as someone strong, someone brilliant, someone worth choosing first. Their late-night brainstorming sessions turned into dinners. Dinners turned into long conversations about life, love, and all the things they had given up for the people who never truly saw them. And then one night, in a quiet moment, Carter reached across the table and took Hope's hand. "You don't have to keep waiting for someone to choose you, Hope. You can choose yourself." His smile was slow but certain. Then maybe that pen really did change everything. Their romance was quiet but profound, built not on grand gestures or dramatic declarations, but on understanding, respect, and the promise of something steady. Of course, it wouldn't be the bold and the beautiful without a few obstacles. Liam, ever the indecisive one, suddenly realized he might still have feelings for Hope. He tried to win her back, only to be met with something he never expected: certainty. "I loved you, Liam," Hope told him one evening. "But I spent too many years being your safe choice. I deserve more. And I found more." Meanwhile, Paris, who had always harbored lingering feelings for Carter, made one last attempt to rekindle their spark. But Carter, for the first time in his life, was unwavering. "I'm done looking back," he told her. "Hope and we've built something real, and I'm not letting it go." Hope and Carter became an unexpected power couple at Forrester Creations, a duo that balanced business and love effortlessly. Their love story wasn't about flashy romances or toxic cycles. It was about two people who had been overlooked for too long finally finding their worth.